This session describes BFS or breadth first search. The implementation idea of the BFS traversal is almost the same as DFS traversal, except that in BFS we will use a queue structure instead of stack structure as in DFS. In the particular algorithm we will be discussing, the queue is known as open queue, and we already studied that queue is a FIFO structure. FIFO stands for first in, first out. We will discuss the algorithm with the help of the following example. So, we have a graph here and the starting vertex is V1. So, like what we saw in depth first search, we will be moving the first vertex to the queue, the first vertex to the queue. So, V1 is moved to the queue, then we will be removing this element and putting V1 to the visited list. Then we will be taking the neighbors of V1. Neighbors of V1 are V2, V3 and V4. So, the neighbors are V2, V3, V4, V2, V3 and V4. Next we will be removing then element from V4. Next element, that is V4. V4 is removed. V4 is removed and V4 is not in the visited list. So, V4 will be inserted to the list. Then we will be taking the neighbors of V4. Neighbor for V4 is V1. Since it is a queue, we will be putting it here. V1 is put here. Next we will be taking the next element. So, it is a queue, first in first out order. So, we will be removing V3. So, we will be removing V3. V3 is removed. Then we will be taking the neighbors of V3. Neighbors of V3 are V1, V2 and V5. V1, V2, V5, that is V1, V2 and V5, V1, V2, V5, V1, V2, V5. Next we will be taking out the next element, that is V2. V2 is not under this, so it is added. V2, it is not on the list, so we will be adding V2. Then we will be taking neighbors of V2. Neighbors of V2 are V1 and V3, V1, V3. We will be taking out V1. V1 is there in the list, so there is no need to add the neighbors. Again we will be taking the next element, that is again V1. V1 is in the list. Next we will be taking out V2. Next we will be taking out V5. V5. Then V5 will be added. V5 will be added to the V5. V5, the neighbor will be added. Neighbors of V5 is V3, V3, V3. Next we will be taking out V1. V1 is already there. Then we will be taking out V3. V3 is already there. then again we will be taking out B3. So the queue will become empty, so we will be returning the visit. So visited order is, you can see that visited order is V1, then V4, V1, V4, then V3 and V2, V3 and V2, then V5. So we can see that the visited order is breadth wise. So V1, V4, this level first, again then this level, then this level. So we are visiting the elements in the breadth wise. So the algorithm is known as breadth first search. But in the case of depth first search, we will be moving depth wise, we will be moving down. So this is made possible with the help of queue in the case of breadth first search, and in the case of depth first search, this is made possible with the help of stack.